Trump said about people eating pets. And there were two levels on which to enjoy this. Well, the first one, I literally enjoyed it. People were like, I can't believe Donald Trump accused people of eating pets. I was like, I love him. It's just hilarious. Who would ever say that? They're eating all the pets. So great. Thank you, Donald Trump. That was awesome. Because first of all, it makes all the right people mad. Like anyone getting red in the face over pet eating. That's not true. That's never happened. No one's ever eaten a pet. Okay. You just outed yourself. You're a liar. So that's the first thing. The second thing is now we're talking about eating pets. And so now that we are, let me just count myself as opposed. Note that if PETA doesn't endorse Trump in the next 24 hours, they're totally... I'm serious. People have run for president in this country since the 1780s. Has any presidential candidate ever taken an unequivocal stand against pet eating? None. PETA's been waiting its entire life for this, and they still won't endorse.
This is hilarious. I've never seen this in my entire life. Trump is trending on social media for 2 consecutive days. Former Clinton advisors call for probe into allegedly rigged Harris-Trump debate. McPenn is urging ABC News to investigate claim that Kamala Harris' team allegedly received advance notice of debate questions, but they came out immediately and respond to this that this is a lie. This lady actually did a video partaking to it.
ABC is not doing well. ABC has had to come out with a statement and stating unequivocally that Kamala Harris did not receive the questions before the debate, where the majority of people are fact-checking the entirety of the debate. This has just been inundated with Kamala Harris supporters. Like, I can't get away with it. I don't interact or like or share any of the pro-Kamala posts. I'm not in the habit of blocking people because I try not to let things emotionally affect me, but I have had to block some of these Kamala Harris supporters on X because they just keep popping up in my feed. TikTok, on the other hand, is just full of people that are breaking down this debate lie by lie by lie from Kamala Harris. And then ABC on their own TikTok posted the closing statements from both candidates. Kamala Harris only got 4.4 million closing statement, and Donald Trump has had 23.3 million views. And then Mark Penn, who is a former Clinton advisor, called for an independent investigation into ABC News for rigging the debate. There won't be another presidential debate. Kamala came out literally like 30 minutes after the debate saying it's time for another one, and Trump was like, "Nah, we're done. This just isn't happening anymore." And then the timing with Taylor Swift's endorsement and all of that. Like, I don't care what the media says. I don't care what Google says. Like, Kamala did not win that debate. I am so overjoyed to see all of these content creators actively fact-checking all of this information. Even CNN came out and they fact-checked Kamala. I'm not going to hold my breath on CNN, but it's something. There won't be another presidential debate.
It is actually funny. When I watched Kamala today, during an interview, she blew up everything. The Trump campaign took that video, all the interview, and posted like an ad, because everything, you don't even need to cut out. I was like, this is the same person that had everything scripted. She, on that interview, even struggled to, repeat the same talking points during that debate. We understand clearly that everything was scripted. She knew exactly what she was doing, though a lot of people are now saying, oh, it was a lie, like ABC trying to debunk the news that is circulating on social media, that she received the questions before that time. It is concerning. People should understand how these people operate. Now, a lot of people are now calling for ABC to investigate this, which they will not do because they know the truth.
I have some simple yet radical ideas on how to improve the presidential debate format moving forward. If you like it, comment below and retweet. Let's go through it. So what is really the true outcome of this debate? Like, what are we trying to test? Because whatever they do is because they're going to be in that situation in the future. So we're testing how they're going to handle that in the future. So do you think if Kamala Harris or President Trump sits in front of Xi or Putin, someone's going to sit there and say, I'm a moderator. You guys only got 2 minutes. President Putin, you went over 2 minutes. Stop. Mr. President Xi, you went over 2 minutes. It doesn't happen. You know what happens? The president goes, sits in a room with Putin by themselves, and they talk to each other. And if there's a translator, there's a translator. But it's a one-on-one conversation, because that's what happens. Do you know what is my favorite moment we had in politics the last 20 years? The day President Trump asked Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi to come into the office, White House, where they sat there and said, I'm willing to shut down the government, put the camera everywhere, mainstream media, watch how we talk. And we saw what Chuck said, we saw what Nancy said, and we saw what Trump said. And we sat there and we're like, dude, that's awesome. We get to finally see, instead of this bullshit presidential debate format they have, that someone's going to be fed the questions. Someone is going to be fed, no matter whether you like it or not. They have favors. People are not 100% not biased. Everybody is. Oh, I'd love if that person was a moderator. No matter who's ever going to be chosen as a moderator, they're going to have people that they're voting for that's their favorite, and somehow, some way they could leak that information to them. What if the format was like this? What if it was 8 15-minute segments where the moderator's job was, the next 15 minutes is immigration. President Trump, what questions do you have for Kamala? And then they go back and forth and leave them alone. Well, what about this and what about this and what about this? Do you think Trump's going to leak the questions to Kamala? Do you think Kamala's going to leak the information to Trump? No. Now we have an element of suspense and surprise. And now we're going to see how they're going to handle themselves. And now we're going to see that the feud, the tension, how to negotiate, how to get angry, how they're going to poke each other, how they're going to move each other. You want to see that. We don't have that right now. I want to see that. I don't like the current format. I think it's nonsense. I think it's fake. I think it's a format they'll never use in real life.
He is saying the truth, though I understand they will continue to follow the old method. If they put this out, Trump bring questions, Kamala bring questions, sit there and talk, it will be good. No person will leak anything to another person. We will not have stories like what we are getting now. If you're a weak person, we will discover in this place. Yes. You will not be needing ABC, Fox News, these places like this. You will not be scared because you are the one asking the questions. If there is something to counteract, you counteract. That is the best method to follow. So I don't get the point why people continue to really advocate for this. Yeah. I've tried to understand every single day. I will ask myself, if this debate was happening on Fox News, can Fox News do that? That is a question. Let's consider that Fox News accept Kamala is there, Trump is there. If Trump debate this lady and these locations, Libras will come and say, oh, the debate was leaked. I'm telling you the truth. Because they understand that Fox News relate with them.
You still have Donald Trump killing her when it comes to the economy. In that snap poll after the debate, he was up 20 points on the economy, even though the vast majority said she won the debate.
It's not just there are two things that are going on here. People might think, yeah, he might be better on the economy, but he's got to help the billionaires. He's not going to help me. So there's another set of numbers here that I think we're looking at, that she's doing a little bit better than she is on the bigger number.
And listen, the economy is objectively Donald Trump's strongest issue, but it comes down to, can he actually focus on that? Aides have put him up to give speeches focused on it, and he ends up diverting into all different directions. Hannibal Lecter, now we're on to eating animals. So can he keep selling that message, or is she going to start to eat into the support he has on the issue?
Look, every candidate has their strong points and their weak points. Economy weaker for her, abortion weaker for him. They're now in a tug of war over immigration. He's having to talk about dogs and cats to try to figure out some way to change the subject from the fact that he actually got in the way of a solution on immigration. It's now his border crisis. He doesn't want to talk about that, so he's making up lies, racist lies about Haitians eating animals. So
I don't understand why these people continue to say this was a lie. Upon all the videos I've watched, I've read articles pertaining to this.
A person who comes from a husband who is half Haitian and who has Haitian children. Right. These baseless, racist attacks against the Haitian community must stop. Haitians are dignified.
The same word Kamala was using, our country deserves better, and
who are diehard Trump supporters. I have family who are diehard Harris supporters, and I have friends on both of those. And this is why I say, we shouldn't demean Trump supporters. We shouldn't call them names.
Trump has come in the spin room, just so you know. That has happened.
Newly reported by NBC News, Vice President Kamala Harris has spoken recently and repeatedly with former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
It will not do in 4 years. It is insane to think that...
You really want Trump to lose this election, right? No, you don't? No. Really?
So that debate was a bunch of BS.
Well, my friends, Kamala Harris deserves an Academy Award for gaslighting,
A controlled border, a secure border.
It so much, and if you are over 18, please register to vote for...
Only up by 15 points.
Got Taylor Swift.
And when facts come to facts, my life was better when Trump was in office.
And you look at polls on X.